Okay guys, so now we'll be doing before we start the exercises, we'll be wanting to take his blood pressure as well as his heart rate. So with the machine that we have, we'll be able to see that. So we'll be taking one before the exercise, one right after the exercise, and the last one 10 minutes after the exercise has been completed. So we'll be taking the first one now. Okay, Marcus, can I have your hand? Thank you. Okay, so we're just gonna have the arrow folding down the line. Maybe you can see closer. Okay.
Align the arrow with the artery.
Yeah, so the arrow here has been aligned with the artery going down. So now just tighten it a bit. We don't want it too tight. Okay, so also giving me some distance before it hits the shoulder joint. The elbow joint. Okay, so now I'm gonna start the test. So just breathe in normally, and then we just keep quiet so that it can allow the machine to do. Okay, I'm gonna start now. Okay, so now that we have his heart rate as well as his blood pressure written down, we'll be able to start the exercise. So the reason why we are taking all these measurements is so that we'll be able to do the calculation later on, so that we can figure out which percentile he's in and prescribe him the correct exercises. Okay, so now we'll be doing the Queen's College step test so that we are able to measure Marcus's cardiovascular endurance. Okay, so before we do the test, I will demonstrate to him how to do it so that he'll understand how to do it properly. Okay, so Marcus, firstly just gonna stand in front of our stepping stool with our feet shoulder width apart. Next, I'll do it in slow-mo, so just move up, step up, lift one of our legs and come up. So make sure that both our feet are firmly standing on top before we come back down. So that's how we're going to do it. We're going to be doing this for 3 minutes, and then after 3 minutes I'll be taking your blood pressure and your heart rate again.
Right.
Okay? Okay. So when I say start, you're going to do the step up until I say the time to stop. Okay? And 3, 2, 1, start. So you don't have to go too fast, just go at your own pace, okay? Very good. Just remember to keep your feet hold on the stepping stool. You don't want any part to be left off. If you like, you can go towards more of the middle, because there's a ledge there. Okay, you're about 30 seconds in. So go at a comfortable rate so that we don't start slowing down later on, okay?
Yes.
Okay, you're reaching the 45-second mark. Okay, now 1 minute has passed. Still got 2 minutes left. So take your time. Make sure to breathe in and out as you're doing it.
Yes, fair enough.
Okay, very good. Good job. Okay. So we're 1 minute 30 seconds in, so now you got 1 minute and a half left. Good job, Marcus. Okay. Yeah, the 2 minute mark, 1 minute left, Marcus. Okay, very good. Keeping a steady pace this whole time. Marcus, you can continue to move back slowly moving to this side. Let's try to stay safe in the middle. Okay. seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, can stop now, Marcus. So now I'll be starting another timer for your 10-minute rest so that we can
You need to take the heart rate immediately.
Yeah, so let me take a heart rate now. So Marcus, if you don't mind sitting on the floor here. So we'll be using the same hand. Okay, so just now like making sure that the arrow is the same as the artery. Okay, so now just going to slot it up. Okay, it's following. Okay, so now that it's aligned, I just want to fasten it, not too tight again. And now I'll be starting it. So this measurement will be the one for right after the person's done the assessment. So Marcus, how do you feel after?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Okay, so now that it's done, you can see that he has a higher heart rate as well as higher blood pressure, but this is because he's just gone through the exercise. So we'll be taking one more test after a 10-minute rest so that you can use it for calculations later on, okay? So these are his stats. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. So now that it has been 10 minutes, we will now be doing the last and final blood pressure and heart rate measurement. Okay. So Marcus, do I have the same hand again? Thank you. So now that we have aligned it, we will now commence the last one. So the reason why we're doing all this measurement is so that we'll be able to do a calculation to predict Marcus's VO2 max, or in other words, his maximum oxygen uptake. So once we figure out his VO2 max, we'll be able to figure out which percentile he fits in, and from there we'll be able to prescribe him either low, moderate or high intensity exercises. Okay, so now that it's done, so as you can see, his numbers have increased. It has decreased from right after, but it still increased from when he was not doing the exercises yet. So now we're going to do the calculation and it will be in the report. Thank you.